Howdy folks, Little John out in the brewery and just having a bit of a prelude to Extractaganza. We are getting very close to getting into our first tasting of Extractaganza. So I thought I'd just sit down, have a little bit of a catch up on how things are progressing, and also an update on the next couple of brews that have been picked out. So while I'm doing that, I'm going to have myself a little bit of Old Forester bourbon. First for me, as always, tight ass bloody Little John. This one's been hanging around the local BWS for a while, and today I finally spied it on sale, at least marked down, so it was time to give it a crack. Anyway, before we get into the big chat, big shout out to all the Patreons. Cheers guys. Subscribers, thank you very much. If you aren't subscribed, hit the button down there in the corner, get subscribed. If you're interested in Patreon, have a look, the link's down the bottom. Either way, hit the like button. So, Extractaganza. It's been a bit of talk. Talk's been around for a while, I know. If you're watching the Facebook page and you've seen that the brews are coming along, and there's been talk here and there in other videos that things are progressing, and they're progressing to the point that right now we are a week off tasting the first batch of the Extractaganza. So that means that first batch will be 6 weeks old. 6 weeks in the bottle, conditioned adequately enough, in my opinion, to do a decent tasting and a decent review on. The poor little brother who's been waiting to get his hands on these has had to wait and wait and wait, because he normally takes the brews out of here, 3 weeks in the bottle and drinks them. So he's had to wait a little bit, but I think it's going to be worth it for him, and it's going to be certainly worth it for the reviewing of the brews. So just a quick catch up on where we are at the moment. 4 brews have been done, well 3 have been done. 4th will go down probably tomorrow or Thursday. I've got a brew in here that I need to get bottled up, which will be tonight, tomorrow, so I can have that fridge so I can get the next brew in. But anyway, first 3 batches are done and bottled. The first batch is Morgan Stockman's Draft. That's what we'll be tasting next week. Second batch is the Black Rock Dry Lager. Third is the ESB Specialty 3 Kilo Belgian Golden Ale Kit. Which was the last one that's been bottled. And it was done about 3 or 4 days ago. Yeah, a couple of days ago. And so the next batch to go on will be the Morgan's Dockside Dark Ale. Now this was discussed on the original videos of Extractaganza, because apart from the ESB and the Morgan's, the Dockside Stout was sent to me, which has been on a previous video, and the Stockman's and the Black Rock Dry I already had here. I was already planning on doing those anyway, and then that's when I rolled into the Extractaganza already. So last week, at the end of one of the videos I've done, I sat down and I drew out the next 4 kits that I'm going to be doing. Now, I didn't do it live. I was planning on doing it during a video. I sort of forgot to do it, and then by the time I thought about it, it was at the tail end of a video. And I really wanted to get onto the process of getting the kits and finding the kits and getting them ordered and getting them in. So it turns out I probably could have waited and done the draw, and I probably could have faked the draw. Yeah, could have redone the draw for this video, but the reality is I have done that draw. So what we've come up with is the next 4 brews, and in the order they were drawn is Mangrove Jack's Traditional Series Blonde Lager, the batch after batch number 6 was another ESB specialty 3 kilo kit, and it's the Riwaka Pale Ale. So that's coming along. Number 7, Mangrove Jack's Craft Series American IPA, and number 8, another Mangrove Jack. Hit a glut of Mangrove Jacks. Mangrove Jack's International Series Irish Stout. So 3 out of the 4 were Mangrove Jacks, which I thought, really, do I really want to be doing 3 that close together? But that is the nature of what I intended to do. It's going to be completely random, draw them out and just brew whatever comes along. And what it means is we've got 4 fairly different beers as a result, even though but even with that, the Mangrove Jacks themselves are quite different. The Traditional Series Blonde Lager, I'm pretty sure, is more a standard tin kit. The Craft Series and I think the International Series are pouches. Or maybe the International's a tin and the Blonde's a pouch. Either way, one way or the other. And then the Craft Series, the American IPA, actually comes with dry hops. Now, I had said originally on the videos that I wasn't doing brews that required dry hopping and all the rest of it. And this is probably one of the only kits in this whole thing that actually comes with dry hops. So I did include this one because it's not a kit, not sold with the dry hops. There's an extra thing they come, and as far as I'm aware, they come packed within the pouch. So I just went with it. So that's where we're going over the next, what'll be the next 8 weeks worth of brewing, 1 every 2 weeks. So I've got them ordered, they're on their way, or they're in the process anyway. So Extractaganza is rolling along. It's about to kick off. So first tasting will be next week. I'll sit down one afternoon next week and I'll do a tasting on the Stockman's Draft. And then basically what we're looking at is that every 2 weeks there's going to be the next beer will get reviewed. I will score each one, and what I'm looking at here is the Little John's website, which is about as up to date as it's been for a while. But I added the Extractaganza onto the website, and it's listing each brew, and so it's listing what's in them. So just an example of the Morgan's Stockman Draft, half is malt driven, half is Dex driven. That's referring to one half being done with more malt, one half being done with more Dex. A list of the yeast that I used and when it was brewed. And we'll also have scores. So once I actually taste them and I give them a score, I will add that onto the list on the web page. So at any time you'll be able to go back and look at whatever kit there was and see how it performed, and sort of how it was made. We've got a great lot of detail. So I'm looking forward to get into it. I really am. That's been a bit of a wait. I've got a pile of beers sitting there, waiting to be tested. There's crates and there's boxes, there's bloody bottles, there's big bottles, there's little bottles, there's beer all over the place. So it will be nice to get it moving and getting it going out the bloody out the door, but it's going to be nice to actually get this process happening. It's going to be a long process, got to start somewhere. So it's coming along. So Extractaganza coming your way, folks. So if you've got any comments or any questions, as always, down the bottom, guys. But as for now, Little John, gone, I'm out of here. And I'll see you next week. Now this is, obviously this is Friday. I don't know right now whether there's going to be a video between now and next Friday. I'm going away for the weekend. And I'm not coming back till Tuesday, so I don't know whether I'll actually get a video done and edited with the time, with what I've got to get done before I go for the weekend. I just don't see me getting a video done, so there may not be a video next Tuesday, but there definitely will be Friday, and that will be that first tasting video. So till then, you know, what are we doing? We're brewing beer, we're drinking beer, talking beer. Good brewing.